Okay, great. So my name is Maria Deloro. I am the languages department head here at Alpha. I've been here for about a year and a half, and I was at Burnaby North for a long time before that. Welcome to the languages department at Alpha. This is a picture we took in early fall of the department. Today I'm just going to take you through a quick presentation. It should only be a couple of minutes, and then I'll open it up to some questions. All right, thank you for being here. It's very great to see some people in the room. You always think, oh, is anyone coming? All right. Here are our staff members. There's me, of course, and then we have Franca Denunzio. Franca is the Spanish and French teacher. And then we also have Pierre Dubé. Pierre Dubé teaches core French and French immersion, and he is a French immersion coordinator as well. So he coordinates with our immersion feeder schools, and he knows all the immersion stuff. And he's going to be joining us soon in case anybody in the room needs to ask any more questions. He did have a session earlier, just before this one, on French immersion, but there might be some residual questions. So he'll be joining us soon. Then we have Catherine Godin. She is also a French immersion teacher, and she also teaches core French. Same with Tyler. Tyler teaches French and French immersion, and Mr. Harvey is also a French teacher, immersion and core French. We have Natalie Hope, Madame Hope. She is the maths and science teacher for immersion, for immersion. And we have Mr. Huang, who is our Mandarin teacher. And we're excited to be growing a Mandarin program. What is the requirements for language courses? All students need to take French until grade 8. They take French 8, everyone takes French 8, and then in grade 9, they are able to choose. So right now, our grade 8s are choosing which language they would like to pursue here at Alpha. We do offer 3 languages, French, Spanish, and Mandarin. And we do have others on the roster. So if we get enough people, depending on how many people sign up, we could do Korean, or we could do Italian, or German is on there. So a lot of different heritage languages. However, we do need a full class to sign up. So a lot of times students will sign up for those languages, but unfortunately they don't run because we don't have enough people signed up. Our French immersion program, of course, I just mentioned. It runs from grade 8 to 12, and Mr. Dubé did a separate presentation that will be posted tomorrow in case you need to watch that one. It will be posted on our website tomorrow. We are working with the revised curriculum. So if you are curious to see what the curriculum for French 8 through 12 looks like, you can always look at the government site. The site shows you the main parts of the curriculum, which are to understand. Those are the big ideas that we would like students to come out of the course with. The do, which is basically what we would like them to be able to do once they are finished French 8, and then, or 9, or whichever. And then what they should know. So that's more the content that feeds the what you're able to do. So the 3 circles work hand in hand and work together in tandem. Assessment. We are integrating the standards-based assessment, and this is ongoing. Students at Alpha in grade 8 and 9 receive letter grades. They do not receive a percentage. In grades 10 to 12, however, they do receive a percentage that will pretty much correlate with where they are on the proficiency scale. This is the ministry's proficiency scale that we work with. That starts with emerging, goes to developing, proficient, and then extending. Students who are wanting to get some enrichment or have perhaps had outside classes and feel that maybe they aren't challenged enough are welcome to ask for an enrichment course. It runs in the course that they're actually in, and the students invited to speak with their teacher to come up with some enrichment opportunities that interest them. It can be anything from a passion project to travel journey, diary or journal, wanting to go out into the volunteer perhaps in a Spanish-speaking community center, or there's lots of different possibilities for enrichment. And so that would be something that the teacher and the student arrange. And I'm just going to go through some examples of students' work. In this slide, we have the students in Mandarin class, in Mr. Huang's Mandarin class, and they are working on calligraphy. And so they're doing the different characters in Mandarin and using calligraphy. Madame Godin's class, her students in French immersion are hard at work at creating poems. She had a slam poetry session with them. They wrote poetry. This one here is about isolation in COVID. It's very thoughtful. And they also had a guest speaker come in and share some poems. And this is French 8. This is my class. We did Orange Shirt Day. And so we reflected on experiences and the residential schools, and students came up with ideas of how to become an ally. And we also looked at, we have a different project where we make Play-Doh, really simple Play-Doh. And the students make sculptures in class, and then they the sculpture reflects maybe a interest or something that they do outside of class, and then they use French to describe what it is that they made. So we have lots of dynamic things. We're trying to get away from just conjugating verbs or sort of the way many of us learned languages a long time ago, and trying to make it more of an experience. This is a short video that I don't know if it'll work from Madame D'Annunzio's class. I'm not sure if the audio is shared, but you'll be able to see some of the French writing. This was inspired by the Where's Bernie meme from the inauguration, and someone had posted a Where is Bernie, and practice with language with saying places and prepositions and verb être, which means to be. And so the students then were inspired by that and made their own videos.
Ou est toast, ou est toast, il est à la maison. Où est toast, où est toast, toast est avec Papa Pig. Où est toast, il est à la plage. Où est toast, il est en Australie. Où est toast, il est à une fête. Où est toast, il est à l'école. Où est toast, toast est avec sa famille. Au revoir, au revoir.
Yeah, so that was one of the projects that was inspired by that sort of thing happening in the community or in media. I think if I share again, we're back to here. Yes, I think that was pretty much my presentation. I'm wondering if you, thank you so much for coming and for your interest in the languages department here at Alpha. And I'm ready to open it up to questions. So if you have any questions, please let me know, either in the chat or feel free to unmute. And put your name in the chat if you want to say something, if we have more than one person, and then maybe we can ask people to speak. No questions. Wow, it must be very thorough then.